Well, the old adage is true. If you live long enough, you see everything. And I've seen some things. So I will assume, again, I can't assume things with women, apparently. That's illegal on internets. This Iranian woman is crying on Twitter because a Joe Rogan ally and her debated on peers. I'm not going to directly comment on it. I haven't seen it, so I'm going to fair-minded. I'm going to give it a shot. But she's just whining and crying. I can't believe it. A man talked back. I can't believe it. You're forwarding the jihadist propaganda. Oh my God. Oh my God. Now, not to mislead people, my main target is Andrew Gold and Jenna Miscavige and their grift. But guess who? Guess who offered LeBon? Is that even her real name? I'm like, oh my God, this is so manufactured. Saying, I can help you. I have a podcast called Editix. Maybe you want to come on my podcast called Editix. So for those a little bit out of it, I'll explain the brief version. Basically, Andrew is a Jewish guy who feels very oppressed in modern-day Britain. Now, anti-Semitism in Britain is serious. He has this notorious record. Granted, he doesn't do this much content as he used to, but he was notorious for just having on ex-Scientologists doing their horror stories and stories of abuse and trauma. Some of them are true. Some of them are not altogether true. Notoriously, Aaron Smith-Levin was lying through his face, which Andrew was happy to spread out to the world and victimize more people. Because, reasons. So anyway, Jenna's an ex-Scientologist. Hey, kids, all the interconnections. Guess who's going out with Aaron? Oh, guess who's also married? Anyway, small world. So Andrew is offering his large podcast. Your voice will be heard. For the first time ever, my lady, we will hear that the Iranian regime is evil. They commit human rights abuses. We've never heard this before. Okay, first of all, the idea that Joe Rogan is some kind of conveyor belt for jihadist, Islamist propaganda is so stupid. That is so dumb. But that's where we're going. If you speak out against a woman with a different opinion, you are automatically some sexist, Islamist, socialist, Maoist, Venezuelan, Cuban. I'm not joking. She lumped them all together. Mao's China, the Ayatollah Khomeini. It's all the same thing. Okay, fine, whatever. I don't think Mao was a Muslim, but okay, whatever. So I know too many things. And by the way, I know I keep getting this, oh, why are you picking out? You're not a woman. You're not a woman in Scientology. That's true. I was never a woman in Scientology. But shocker to some nutcases out there, I actually do know Iranians. I was in class. They spoke freely about their experience. We talked. One of them was very interesting. He's a leftist. He's actually been doing quite a lot of marches. This is back in the day. This is like a decade ago. But I still remember him very vividly. He's a very interesting guy. And he even went back to Iran. There's a whole anecdote. I don't want to go through the whole thing, but very fascinating stuff. So no, I've spoken to Iranians and read a lot about Iran. I'm not Iranian myself, but I've read enormous amounts on Iran, the history of Iran, from different perspectives. And I'm critical of everyone. Like, take one case, Michel Foucault acted like a complete idiot. He was doing pro-Ayatollah Khomeini propaganda. It's one of the most embarrassing episodes in modern intellectual history. He looked like a complete moron. And he was, correctly, by a woman, challenged, saying, I don't think you know what you're talking about. I think you're looking at this from a very skewed perspective. Okay, I have no issue with women speaking, but if they're basic, just as this propaganda argument where they spoke out against me, they're on the side of the enemies, I don't trust you anymore. That is not an argument. That's not an argument at all. You're just saying, I don't like you. You're a man talking back. That is not an argument. Cite some evidence. Give me a logical argument. Otherwise, I'm just going to say, which I think the accused was correct. You're just being very emotive. You're trying to manipulate and gaslight people. And, guess who's good for a guest on the Andrew Gold program? Oh, yeah. Guess who? But she's like, I'll contact you later. Oh, by the way, she's not allowing anybody to comment on her Twitter tweet. Full-blown censorship, too. Alrighty then. So I'm getting this pushback from the Jenna fans too. So Jenna Miscavige is speaking out, as she's right to do, and she's lying. She's a pathological liar. She's trying to cover a lot of crimes of Aaron Smith-Levin and other ex-Scientologists. But don't worry, Queen Jenna does care about human rights abuses when it concerns her and her friends. Anybody else, she's like, I really don't care. Actually, I'm being too generous. She only cares about herself. So anyway, Jenna is feeling really mad that people are not buying her propaganda thing. Guys, it's very destructive. It could be true, but it's very destructive. People speaking out against me. Okay? We don't have a free society? No. If you're speaking out against me, O says, you're definitely O says, or something suspicious. Okay? Can a man not have a free opinion anymore? No. That's mighty weird. So Andrew Gold can have an opinion. He's a man, barely. Aaron Smith-Levin, who on record victimized many women, he can have an opinion. Huh, that's interesting. All right, you have to be part of the special club. Then, as a man, you can speak. So Aaron, I guess, has enough money or a big audience, and he's handing that over to Jenna, so he gets special immunity. He gets to lie and abuse anyone, and Jenna's just going to stay silent. Right. And then she's going to whine and cry, in my theater, they made me do the laundry, and oh my God, I was pushed down. I couldn't move. Wait, didn't Aaron technically assault a woman? Don't we have that on camera? Oh, that's different though. Aaron never victimized a child. We don't know that. So I guess that's the magical playbook. Whenever she gets challenged, as a child, I was very traumatized. Okay, Jenna, but I didn't traumatize you. You know who did traumatize you? Aaron Smith-Levin. You know how I know this? Because she said so. She said that Aaron abused and traumatized her. But then she took away the videos saying that. By the way, she did a follow-up post saying everything I said was true. Oh, okay. So she double, triple verified. But if you talk about that abuse, you're the enemy. Okay? That's a weird Orwellian reality we have now. Already, how does that work? I don't know. But them's the new rules. Oh, by the way, if you try to play those videos, she's going to copyright strike you and try to destroy you. Okay. And she's going to accuse you of hurting her. Wait, so playing audio video clips of her is hurting her, but Aaron, who actually did hurt her and other women, he's okay. Yes, that's radical lack of consistency. So I guess, you're worthless and you're a piece of garbage and you're a moron. And this is being nice. But hey, guys, Jenna was abused as a child. Well, correct me if I'm not wrong. Doesn't it work the opposite? If you were abused as a child, doesn't that mean you have a bigger responsibility to not lie, not be a pathological liar, don't do propaganda, don't help evil cults? No. See, you're stupid. See, this is what we're going to do. I was traumatized in an evil cult. My solution is create a new evil cult. Actually, we're going to create several new evil cults. Me, Jenna, Queen Jenna, King Aaronis, Nora's, Relatable Reese, Mr. Scoville, The Love Boat. We're going to find new people, traumatize them, and when they speak up, we just go back and guys, I had to do laundry for the Sea Org. Oh God, how did I survive? Yeah, you ask yourself, wait, how did you get out? Oh, she left. They could peer pressure her to get back in, but she did leave. Well, yeah, how did you get out? Well, she just left. They didn't make it easy. The main thing was financial, by the way, which I give her credit. Like, what kept you in? She didn't have any money. She didn't have it. Where was she going to go? So it's like, wait, that's it? Yeah, basically, if you have the resources, which is not cheap, let's be very clear, paying for an apartment in LA or San Diego or whatever is like, that's not cheap. But yes, it's a lot of resources. But if you can have the resources, there's nothing really stopping most Scientologists from leaving. I know this for a fact because one good thing Aaron did last year was help a gay kid who was pushed out of Scientology. His main problem was finding a home, getting some money. That's the main difficulty for most ex-Scientologists. It's not, oh no, I have to escape my North Korean prison. That is a very rare case. That's a very rare case. That's a very rare case. That's not even Jenna's case. But here we go. But I'm a man, and I'm speaking. I'm the predator. I'm the enemy. Why am I the predator? You're not doing my propaganda. Right. Is that it? Yep, that's it. So that's the only role for men now, is just do the propaganda for the women's, for their evil cult. Yes. Thank you, Queen Jenna. Oh, how about no? How about no to you and Miss LeBon? Maybe give me some evidence, or try to think of a rational argument in your head. Oh, wait, you can't do that because you're stupid, but hey, that's your problem. It's not my problem.